Welcome back, food travelers, and in this episode, we're starting off at Richmond, BC, and we're headed to this restaurant called Marina One. I came here during the day, right before I met up with Simon in the evening time, and in this part, I'm headed to Marina One for lunch, and it's a dim sum lunch, and in this one, I came here with my parents, and there was a bunch of food here that I ordered, and the way I found out about this one is my friend was telling me about it, and I had no idea how big the portions were. This one was a big surprise for me because I pretty much ordered way too much food. Starting off here, I had the 5-colored dim sum, or 5-colored xiaolong bao, which is steamed dumplings, and I also got this humongous bento box, I guess like an appetizer. And this thing is kind of interesting. They kind of have a little bit of everything. They have like the Portuguese egg tart. They have like a mango pudding. They have the abalone pork dumpling, and they also have like the char-siu baos and all sorts of different things. And if I had known that this bento box was this elaborate and had all these different items, I probably wouldn't have ordered as much food as I did.
Yeah, Micah, looking like all the pictures and the videos that you showed me, it was pretty elaborate. Like, the setup was really nice. It looked really, like you could say, Instagrammable, where everything's kind of set up really wonderful for pictures. And so I really do like how they displayed everything. But yeah, it really did look like there was a whole bunch of different dishes, and you did look like you ordered quite a bit of food. But I know lately kind of the trend is with everything was to kind of make it so you can take the pictures, since everybody likes to share, a lot of their food pictures of the places they go to. And I know when you were back in Taipei, you actually went to one of the, I think, In Paradise buffet, and they also had some baos that were similar to that. And I think it's pretty neat where kind of dim sum has kind of gone to from where it used to be, very street foodish, and you just go around and grab the pretty simple basic things, to now they're really trying to up the ante and make them much more design and everything else for I guess people like you and me and all the other food people who like to take pictures and video of their food.
Yeah, definitely. I think the animal shaped dim sum dishes are great, especially for people with kids and you're trying to feed them and you want them to eat, and just having the animal shape, really, I think it helps them for sure. So that panda thing was actually a salted duck egg yolk inside the panda, and that was pretty good. I think it was really great. And there are two different chicken dishes that I ordered here. One is a Hainanese chicken, and the other one is a chicken with black truffles. I had no idea how big they were, and how much of a portion there was. I remember when they both arrived, my dad was asking me, why do you order so much chicken?
Well, I mean, how was it overall? Would you say it was really good dim sum, or
Yeah, I would say overall it was a good experience. It was kind of on the pricier side. There are some items that I liked, like the black truffle chicken and salted egg yolk panda bao. Some of the other items I thought was just okay. Overall, it was not bad. Worth a try for sure, if you've never been there. And as you see here in the video, I passed by the Peace Arch and before we headed to Mukilteo to meet Simon for dinner, and I'm just so glad the weather in Washington State is just so sunny. Just that 2.5-3 hour distance between Canada and Washington State made a huge difference.
Yeah, I didn't even know that there was other weather up there that was different, other than when you sent the pictures, and I was going over some of the video that you shot. But yeah, it was really beautiful down here. And of course we went during the evening, we had dinner, and there was a park actually by the restaurant we went to, which is called Diamond Knot, but the park itself is a lighthouse park in Mukilteo, the lighthouse park, and it's really pretty really pretty park. It's historic, of course, and it's open to the public, so you can actually go in and walk around and take a look and see everything that's in there.
Yeah, and I believe that lighthouse in the park is still functioning till this day. There is a ferry terminal, I think about like 2 or 3 minutes walk away from that park. So you, in the nighttime after dinner, you can see the lighthouse still turning around with the lights and everything.
Yeah, so definitely it's a beautiful lighthouse park to go look around, both during the day and at night, and of course at closer to sunset, which we were at. And of course now we are in the restaurant called Diamond Knot, and this restaurant itself started pretty small. It was started by some employees from Boeing, and if you're not familiar with the Pacific Northwest Seattle area, of course Boeing started here, and of course they have their factories and everything, but a few employees here actually started the company. They started doing a brewery and making their own beer, and of course that grew, and now they've expanded to restaurants and providing the food to eat with their beer. And one of the things that kind of struck me with this place is it kind of does offer your kind of normal brew pub food, burgers and nachos and things like that, but at the same time they do have a little bit uniqueness to it, especially with what we ordered and how things were prepared, and how and just kind of how they kind of have their concept of what kind of foods they want to offer compared to other places.
Yeah, and if you've watched this far already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to follow us for more video content, and hit that like button. So some of the items that we got here, starting off with that video, that at Diamond Knot at least, it was that pulled pork cheesy tater tots, and for me as my main entree is this stone grilled steak. And if you've never had this, be very careful because that stone grill is extremely hot. It also comes with like a side plate so that you can cook your steak to your liking and then eat off that plate so that you're not overcooking your steak if you do like your steak more on the medium side or medium rare. For me, I personally like it more medium than medium well, so I pretty much ate as quickly as I could.
Yeah, the last time I actually went to this restaurant was quite a while back. I can't even count how many years back it was, but I did try that steak at that time, and I really that concept was a little bit newer back then when I actually tried it, and so it was nice to be able to kind of control the cook timing of your steak. And for me, I like medium rare, so it's one of those things where it's just really nice to be able to cook it to what you want as you see it. Of course, if you don't be careful and you're not paying attention, you might overcook your steak as well, and that might dampen your experience. But if you are paying attention, it's definitely a great way to order and be able to have your your steak prepared for you. But moving on in the video, you'll see that I ordered the burger, and the burger has the peanut butter that they do slather on that top. And one of the things with the peanut butter, it adds a real creaminess, and especially with the bacon that it comes with and the burger itself, the saltiness of that combined with the peanut butter adds that creamy saltiness, and with the savory of the meat, it's a really nice different bite. And the best way can I kind of describe how peanut butter is with a burger is to kind of compare to like a burger with blue cheese. Outside of the flavor itself, because blue cheese, there's a lot of people who are on two sides of that, where they really either hate the flavor of blue cheese or they love it, but the texture wise, it's pretty much very similar. So you'll have that creaminess that kind of adds to that texture of the meat and the bun, and of course the bacon. And so it works really well if you like creaminess to your burger in texture wise.
Yeah, I've actually never had that burger before. I'm actually on the other fence of blue cheese. I'm not a huge fan of it, but the sounds of the texture wise, it sounds good to me. Maybe I'll try it next time I head to Diamond Knot.
It's definitely worth giving it a try, because especially if you haven't tried it, it's always nice to try things you haven't tried before, food wise at least. If you're not quite sure, and it's at least something you're comfortable with eating, because I know definitely eating the right thing for a lot of people is an issue.
Yeah, so overall we had a great experience at Diamond Knot and at Richmond Marina One.
Okay, so if you're in the area at Mukilteo, stop by and hit up Diamond Knot. And of course, if you're going up north along I-5, don't forget to stop up in Vancouver at that restaurant as well.
And to wrap up the episode is our notable. For this notable goes to Diamond Knot. If you want to experience cooking on a stone hot grill, definitely come check this one out.
If you've enjoyed the content you've seen, don't forget to support the channel and hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see additional pictures of food and our travels, go over to our Instagram page and follow us there. And thanks for watching.